If they can get an emotion out of you, bingo, they have control over you.
I finally stopped running now. With you I found my peace somehow. Let go of every thought that was holding me back. Yeah, I'm in love with you in every way. That joy you gave.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your girl Colleena Carlisle, and today we are going to be on the Narcissist series. We're going to jump right into today's topic, and it's going to be about the ways a narcissist creates reactive abuse. So before we dive in, we're just going to define reactive abuse and what that is, because many of you guys probably don't even know what that is. But reactive abuse is when you basically, as the abused, start to act and behave in ways that are similar to the abuser, okay? You start to lose your own emotional control. You become very defensive, and you act in ways that are not true to yourself. You respond in ways that are not true to yourself. You may start to, act out physically. You may start to harm yourself. You may start to pick up addictions or certain habits that are not true to who you used to be, but you do it because of that is your reaction to the abuse and the trauma that you've been going through or that's been inflicted upon you. Okay, so that's basically what reactive abuse. It's you or the individual who's being abused reacting in a way that is also harmful and also toxic in response to the abuse and trauma that they have experienced and had inflicted upon them. Okay, so what are some ways that a narcissist creates reactive abuse? So they can, one, provoke you to respond emotionally. All right. So narcissists, they thrive off of emotional responses. They don't care if you cry. They don't care if you yell. They don't care if you smile. They don't care what you do. They just need an emotional reaction out of you. They want you to do something to know that they have power and control over you. If they can get an emotion out of you, bingo, they have control over you. Okay, so that is what they're aiming for. And so they'll provoke you in many kind of ways to get you to respond emotionally. They may lie to you, they may yell at you, they may say something that's very disrespectful, mean, demeaning, whatever, just to get you to respond emotionally, to get you to cry, to get you to be sad, to get you, to getting your feelings, whatever it is. They want to see you miserable. They want to see it. They need you to feed their ego. They need you to fuel their need for control. Okay. Next, they're probably going to do the silent treatment. Okay. They're going to just go ghost. All right. If you do something that they don't like, you cause a narcissistic injury, you don't give them the admiration, the attention that they need, they might give you the silent treatment, or they might just give you the silent treatment just cause they want to see you sweat. They want to see you suffer for a little bit, so they'll stop talking to you, right? And if they live with you, they'll just be more preoccupied with everything else but you. Whatever the situation is, they will call silent treatment, and silent treatment can be very detrimental to an individual. Okay, it's someone you love, someone you care about, and now they're not talking to you. They're not responding to you. They're not saying anything to you. They're giving you the cold shoulder. That can be very harmful. Again, it can be harmful to each individual on a different level, because some people can be like, oh, silent treatment, who cares? I don't need to talk to anyone at all anyway. And then there's people that need to talk, that they desire to talk to someone. They want someone to text back, and that can be very harmful, especially maybe if they're dealing with issues of abandonment, okay, or they have the fear of rejection. That can be very harmful. And if a narcissist knows that the silent treatment hurts you, or it works on you because maybe you have that underlying fear of rejection or abandonment, they'll use it. They'll use that silent treatment, okay, just to harm you. And if someone continues to do that, it is a form of abuse. If they continue to do that over and over and over again, it can really hurt you. Sometimes narcissists can use the silent treatment as a way to train an individual. So to get you to act in the way that they desire you to act. When you do things that they don't like, they may do the silent treatment. They may pull away love. They may do things like that just to get you to get, kind of trained, right? That if you don't do what I want, I'm not going to talk to you. If you don't act in the way that I need you to act or talk in the way that I need you to talk, then I'm going to do the silent treatment. And on an individual that is being abused in that way, eventually they may conform, especially if they're not, strong enough or aware enough or, having, battling a little bit of low self-esteem, low self-worth. They might stay in that relationship and start to conform and become who the narcissist wants them to be in order to not feel that silent treatment anymore. Okay. Another way that a narcissist may provoke you to reactive abuse or kind of create reactive abuse in you is going to be by making jokes. Okay. They can make jokes that may seem harmful, right? They can be playful, but they know that they're jokes that are harmful to you, right? They may say things that they know can get under your skin. Like maybe you're self-conscious about your weight. Maybe you're self-conscious about your hair, the length of your hair, the style of your hair, whatever it is, right? They may make a joke about it. And they know that that's something that you are battling with. They may make a joke about your mental health, and they may do it to you directly, or they may do it to people around you. And that can cause a little bit of harm as well, okay? Because that can send you down, especially depending how harmful the joke was or what it was about. It could probably send you down a spiral where, you start to, self-sabotage and be very critical of yourself and start to take it all personally. And it just, takes a huge impact on you, which can, again, get you out of your normal element. Okay. And again, sometimes they make jokes and maybe you're just like, you don't care. Again, this is different for each individual. This is just a tactic that a narcissist can use. They can make jokes that they know are painful, right? Not just jokes that are just like, oh, I want to be funny. Let's let's laugh. But like a joke that they know, right? And I'm sure you guys heard those jokes. A joke that it wasn't really a joke. Right? Like, it wasn't a joke. Okay. Next, they can also say hurtful things. Okay. And again, the delivery of how they say the hurtful thing differs from each narcissist. Again, the covert narcissist may say like something in a passive aggressive way, where overt narcissist is gonna be like dot dot dot. They're gonna be screaming all in your face and bah, 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 and like swearing and everything. And so again, it just differs. But again, it's gonna be the same agenda behind it. It's going to be something hurtful, something to, hurt your feelings, something to put you down, something to demean you. Okay. It can be something as simple as like, you're stupid, you're ugly. This is why no one loves you. This is why I'm the only person that will ever love you. No one else can love you but me, or, because you're unlovable, just some crazy mind game type of stuff. And that goes that ties into what I'm trying to say. Like they will say things that play mind games on you. And when you're abused by someone who plays games with you mentally, it will eventually take a toll on you. If they're gaslighting you, they're manipulating you, they're playing these little games on you, eventually that is going to take a toll even on the most sane person, okay? If they're consistently denying your reality, they're forcing you to do things and behave in certain ways through manipulative tactics to get you to act in the way that they want, that's going to take a toll, because you're going to start to, lose grounding for yourself. You're going to be wrapped around someone else's control, wrapped around their finger. Okay. Next, they may withhold love, intimacy, and affection. Okay. That kind of goes hand in hand with the silent treatment. But a little bit different. Okay. Maybe they don't go silent, but then they withhold love. They withhold intimacy and affection and connection. Okay. So if you're married or you're in a relationship with them, they may okay, let's not have any intimacy. Let's not be connected. They're not going to, show you love, be connected with you in the way that you desire. They're going to push you away. They're going to shut you out. And they do this as a way to get you, again, a reaction out of you, getting you to feel a certain type of way, okay? To feel like, what's wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong, right? And again, you could have done something and you could have not done something, right? It's up to the narcissist. Like, it could have been something that you didn't do, right? You just didn't say hi to them the way that they desired you to say hi. So now they're withholding love and intimacy and affection from you. That can also pour into withholding money from you. Okay. If they're the breadwinner, they might withhold money from you and try to abuse you with the money. Or maybe they may take your money, right? They'll take your money, right? And if somebody playing with your money, that's really going to take a toll on you, right? Or if you have to bend over backwards and please and admire someone in order to get, financially taken care of, or to, or they manipulate and play mind games with you and, make you do things in order to give them money and take care of them, eventually that can take a toll on you as well. Again, going back to the mind games that they play on you. Next, they may make you jealous. Okay. And this is by cheating on you. This is by making slick comments about how, oh, Jane doesn't do this, so Jane is better. Or John does that, right? And John does it better. Or they cheat on you and talk to someone or whatever. They, maybe they go all the way with a person. They get a whole nother relationship. I don't know. Whatever they do, they're going to do something to probably try to make you jealous. And someone who is intentionally trying to make you jealous over and over and over again, and you love that person, right? Like, you care about that person, it is going to hurt you. It is going to hurt you, right? Again, there's some strong people out there that this might not hurt, right? Like, woo woo to you strong people, right? But the majority of people, like, if somebody is, doing something to make you jealous and cheating on you and doing things like that, like, it's gonna take a toll on you eventually. Okay. And that over time, especially if you put years behind these types of behaviors, it really, really, really will take a toll on your psyche. Okay. And I call it the crazy making that a narcissist can do to a person. I've heard from a lot of clients who I've worked with who said, like, man, after that relationship, I just felt so crazy. I just felt so insane. Like, I felt like I was losing my mind. And it's like, because you were, right? Like, this person was causing you to lose your mind. This person was really abusing you consistently, right? They were playing like master manipulative mind games on you, right? And that takes a toll on an individual over time. And that is what can cause that reactive abuse. It's also, if you've been in a relationship with an abuser for a long time, you can also start to pick up their habits, right? You can start to act like them. Over time, you can become so accustomed to the abuse, they always cheat. They're gonna lie. They're they're gonna hit you. They're gonna be abusive. So you start to act the same way, right? Some people just completely shut down and just disassociate, and some people hit fight and flight, and they fighting back too. There's people who've probably gotten into a relationship where they never were domestically abusive, right? They never hit anyone, and they got in a relationship with someone who was abusive, who does hit them, a narcissist that does hit them. And now, out of fear, maybe to defend themselves, or just because now it's learned behavior, they learn from the narcissist, like this type of behavior, they might start to hit back too. Okay. And it doesn't make it right? Nothing about anyone acting in a toxic manner is correct. Is it right? Okay. But there is a such thing is called reactive abuse. Okay. And if you're someone who has become a victim necessarily of reactive abuse, you've developed reactive abusive behavior, it's going to be really, really, really important to, seek professional help, get some counseling, and start to work on some of the trauma, some of the things that you are dealing with that are causing this type of reaction, that are causing you to respond in these unhealthy ways and unhealthy behavior. Because yes, what was done to you is not fair, right? It was not fair. It was not right for someone to play mind games with you and to harm you and hurt you over and over and over like that. It was not right. It was not your fault at all. Okay, but it is now your responsibility to make sure that you get the help that you need so that you do not become a broken person or a person who is also becoming abusive. Okay, abusive to others, abusive to yourself. Okay, like we're not gonna become you're not gonna become the abuser. Okay. So definitely seek and get help if you notice that, okay, I am dealing with reactive abuse. I'm starting to, hit back. I'm starting to yell back. I'm starting to do this. Like, do what you can to get the help. And if you ever want to get from underneath a narcissist, like, it's gonna be so important to master your emotions. Okay, and that's something we can talk about in a later video, but mastering your emotions is going to be very beneficial when you are dealing with a narcissist or narcissist in your life. Okay, if they cannot provoke you emotionally, and if you develop self-discipline and self-control over your emotions, it can go a long way with dealing with abusive people. Okay, so and I mean the goal, if you are dealing with someone who's abusive and is a narcissist and treating you like this, the goal would be to go no contact, to completely get out of that person's life. But I know there are situations where it's probably family members, you probably share kids, you know, different situations, and you can't go completely no contact, but you can go limited contact, right? And that's really going to be important. Or you can master something called gray rocking, and that is, again, mastering your emotions around that narcissist, not giving them an emotional response. Okay, that's going to be so important for you to do, so you do not become a victim of their abuse or their control again. Okay, and again, this takes time. You know, it's going to take time to master your emotions. I'm still learning to master my emotions. I think it's going to be a lifelong journey. But I truly hope that you got something from this video. And I hope if you are someone who realizes that, man, I have been dealing with reactive abuse, I've developed some abusive behaviors and habits, I urge you to go and seek professional help, like I stated before. And I urge you to also start to find ways to master your emotions and get your emotions in check. definitely go to God, go in prayer, and just ask God to continue to, strengthen you, soften your heart, work on your trauma, and uproot some of that pain and that anger and resentment that's within you. Okay. And if necessary, find support groups, find mentors, find a life coach like me who can help you through this process, someone who understands you, who's been there. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button so you get notified when I drop another video. And please share this video. Share this video to someone you know it may be beneficial to. I love you guys. God love you. Take care. Bye.